I kind of detach myself from the entire party of people wanting to get the fame. So I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that want to get famous and trying to get famous based on material that they know is going to get attention. I'm sure there's a lot of people that do that, but I try to stay away from them. And whenever I notice somebody's in my circle that's about that, I give them the good old talking to. Honestly, it does appear as though people are trying to get the fame, but you kind of have to blame that on the general public, because the general public has been praising people who have been going for the fame. If the general public were to wisen up, you know, you might see artists such as Lupe Fiasco, myself, even Wale to an extent. You might see us getting a little more recognition because we're more purely about the art form. The tricky part is when you're faced with getting the Bentley, the nice house and everything, is that going to change you? Because I was living with mom late 2014 up until when the deal started kicking in. And I was comfortable sleeping on the couch and everything. But now we got like this beautiful apartment. We got cars. We're getting Ubered everywhere. People are, when I go to interviews, people know who I am. It's just like any day now, I'm sure y'all expecting me to just get conceited and really Hollywood. That's just not me. If you really work for it, you can get it, and that's the lesson. But once you get it, how are you going to continue to teach lessons to future generations? You always got to keep the future in mind. You can't ever get stuck on the present day, because if you do that, somebody who is slightly fresher than you is going to be a couple steps ahead of you, and that's just for the present day. And no one's going to be looking at the future. Even though he didn't win, Bob Dole, I think, said we have to build a bridge to the future. And for a Republican to say that, that's pretty intense. For a member of the status quo to talk about building a bridge to the future, for the future, and thinking about the elements that can make a more positive impact for future generations, that's a pretty good look. So it doesn't matter what political party you are, as long as you have a bright, etched out plan for the future. I don't care who's stuck in a rut. I have my eyes set on the future, and I've got goals. I have artists I want to work with. I have a way to carry myself when I'm around these artists. I feel like I'm built for it. You know, I just have to be comfortable. A lack of comfort leads to the last few years.
You know, everybody's on there. It's about me. Fuck everybody else kind of kick.
Like, he tried to play me like he's with his whole entourage. I'm like, what you gonna say back at that point, man? I was like, you're right, man.
Touring with Cypress Hill, there's no, oh, we had half the crowd. No. Either you're gonna have all the crowd or none of the crowd.
I told her, like, I don't want to have sex with you. I know that's what you do, and that's what I wanted to do, but I kind of like you.